Frustrating, I think, is the number one word for me. Sort of frustrating, confusing. In terms of prison, I was kind of looking down the barrel of the gun where it was like, well, I could spend the rest of my life in here, or I could do what they want me to do and go home. And what they said was like 12 years and 9 months. It's been a long road. What I ended up doing was that I ended up blacking out, and didn't remember going home, didn't remember leaving the club, didn't have any reason to think that I was involved in anything, didn't even worry about it. Like, I remember going to school the next day and was just sort of bragging because it was a big thing then for us to be in a club. Couldn't be there. Got in. Ryan's sister got us in. We weren't supposed to be there. They let us in the club, and just didn't really worry about it. It was just, I don't even think I realized that I couldn't remember. It's just sort of a blank spot. I didn't even really, if that makes sense, didn't even know that I blacked out.
You've shared that story before. What do you say happened? Like today, what do you say happened?
I left the club and I went home and I went to sleep. That's got to be, I don't remember going home. My memory hasn't improved any since I've been in jail, but.
And you can feel 100% confident in your innocence?
Yeah, yes I do.
And why is that?
Because there are other people's bloody fingerprints there. That to me is the most conclusive you can get. Yeah.
So in that round, you said it was just me.
In 2009, I said that. Yeah.
And you said it, and so then that was what was used as your testimony.
Well, I said that basically because I still honestly thought we did it. I didn't know these people had recanted. I thought that was really the only way I could help Ryan, sort of given the fact that people put us at the scene.
And why did you feel the need to help Ryan?
Because I lied. Harley, come here. I lied. I lied, and I lied, and I put Ryan in prison for the rest of his life, basically, for something that I lied about. And I didn't, I knew I didn't remember. I still thought that I did it, but it was really hard. It was really. First, it was hard. It was hard not to lie because I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in prison.
Was there anything in it for you?
Oh, to recant? No, actually, I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life in prison because according to my plea agreement, you can look it up, but if I ever said, oh, I lied in court, then they could take my plea agreement and take me to trial or resentence me.
So why should people believe you now?
Nobody should believe anything I said. No, I don't ask people to believe anything. It's ridiculous. I don't ask my family to believe it. I say, look at the facts, my case, and I just sort of want my day in court.
And your family, where do they stand?
They believe I'm innocent. They do. At the same time, I've said a lot of things, so I don't, I can't really ask. I really don't ask anybody to believe anything. I know that they support me and know I shouldn't be here and know I'm innocent, but it's been a hard road for my family.
How did it feel when Ryan got out? How did that feel for you?
It was kind of, it's sort of selfish to say it felt good just to know it wasn't on my conscience anymore. It felt good to know that I didn't have somebody else locked up because I lied. And especially by that time, I was starting to realize, hey, we didn't do this.
Do you feel like Ryan should be advocating for you?
No, I don't feel like that at all. I feel like some of my lawyers in the past have acted inappropriately because of his lawsuit, because of who he is in the innocence movement.
This is a quote from you. I did not tell Ryan what I was going to do. He had no idea that I would act in such an aggressive manner. Right. He could not stop me, though he tried at the end. On a subconscious level, I've always known that I did it. That is a part of me that I have accepted. I enjoyed doing it at the time. I was in a lot of pain and felt the need to take it out on someone. There was something wrong with me. And that is a taped deposition from you.
Right.
How does it make you feel to hear your words?
It makes me feel just, I don't know. Things kind of just, I've lied a lot, and really the lies kind of just progressed. I feel like the only way they could have. And I felt at the time that was the only thing I could say to help Ryan go home. And I felt like it had to be convincing. At the time, I still thought that we were there. Jerry Trump put us at the scene. I didn't understand that he was on parole. You know, I didn't understand that he was coerced. He hadn't recanted yet. And I literally thought the only way to help Ryan was just to say that I was most involved. And that was a lie, you know. I didn't know that was true, but what else, if somebody put us at a murder scene, what else is going to help Ryan? And I knew that I was blacked out.
Are you happy you made that statement? Do you still feel good about that statement?
I wish I would have had the courage to just say I don't remember. You know, I wish I would have. I do wish I would have. At the time, I didn't think saying I don't remember would do any good. At the time, I was doing everything I knew to do to help somebody that I'd put in prison for you know, based off of lies. And it kind of is what it is. You learn from your mistakes, and I know that I've caused the Heitholt family a lot of pain, however you want to look at it. I know that, and I don't expect them to believe, you know, anything one way or the other. I know that I've caused a lot of people a lot of problems because of my lies. I know that I've caused my family a lot of problems also. And honestly, like, I don't think it really gives consolation to anybody, but really the only thing, other than the family thing, the thing that I've learned the most is that I shouldn't drink and I shouldn't get high. And then however you want to look at it, whether you think I'm innocent, whether you think I'm guilty, you know, drugs and alcohol caused me to be here. And I know I have an addictive personality anyway, and I like that not being a hindrance to me. I don't like having a monkey on my back. I like knowing, you know, what I do. I like.
And so now,
yes.
now you say, I'm innocent.
Yes.
I'm innocent.
Yes.
Are you lying now? No. And how do we know?
You don't know. You don't know. So you just have to look at the facts of the case, really, and that's all I'm really asking.